Have you ever thought of how the monsters from My Singing Monsters would have evolved when the island split from the continent? Well, today I made a alternate reality where the monsters evolved to adapt through isolation and difficulty of the islands themselves. And today I will show you how the monsters have adapted to Cold Island. Now, Cold Island is, well, cold. The cold itself is already a big threat to the monsters, and a lot of them have even went extinct. The scarcity of food and the extreme cold makes a really big challenge for the monsters. So let's see how many monsters survived and how did they adapt to this. Oh yeah, and only natural elementals are here. Let's start fairly simple with Potbelly. Now, Potbelly has adapted in a way that a lot of plants do. They became smaller and with smaller leaves so that they don't freeze to death. They also became darker to cope with the cold. The Potbelly group is not very diverse in this tundra land, but it's big enough to sustain their population. Next up is the tree fruit octopus. These octopuses have, well, changed a lot. They are way taller than they used to be, and now their tentacles are more like roots, although they can still move, which is helpful because they can turn their giant beard of leaves to the sun. Their eyes have moved to the side now, which is helpful because they can see more that way. Their old tentacles below the mouth have evolved to leaves now, and they have even spread around their body. Their old leaves on the top though have evolved into very specialized fruits for the Gigacongos. These gigantic Congos can retract their eyes so that they are not blown by the wind. As I already said, they eat fruits from the fruit tree octopus. The fruits are big enough to sustain the diet of the Gigacongo. As the name suggests, Gigacongos are very big. Here's the size comparison. Gigacongos are not totally safe though. The mammoths became a very successful group and is one of the most diverse in Cold Island. And the first one we're going to look at is the Predatomod. This is the apex predator of Cold Island. They mostly hunt in groups, although sometimes they hunt alone. They will hunt basically anything, and they sometimes can even take out a Gigacongo. But recently they have been on the decline because of the igloo mammoth, or iglot for short. These are another descendant of the mammoth and are the smartest on Cold Island. They can also make simple tools to hunt, and they have big eyelids to protect them from the cold. Their name is based on the fact that they make houses out of snow and sometimes even villages. These villages range from 3 to 15 houses, and each house can have 1 to 5 inhabitants. They are omnivores as they hunt for food, but recently they have learned how to get the fruits from the fruit tree octopus. The next monster is a descendant of mammoth as well, but it's the last one. This is the Mamobur. Mamoburs have evolved to have more blubber and small furs to be more aquatic. Because they mostly eat fish, and how do they catch that fish? With those long fingers. They basically spend half the day fishing and half the day resting on land. Because they have a lot of blubber, they are more resistant to the cold. These guys are one of the main food sources for the Predatomod. Next up is the Degango, or digger pangu. Like the Mamobur, they are fish predators. They catch their fish with their beaks, just like penguins in real life. Unlike real-life penguins though, they use their claws to dig burrows to make their home. The burrows are used for protection from predators as well as protection from the weather. Their claws can also be used as a defense for predators, although it's rare. They also have another defense in the form of the pitch teeth. The pitch teeth has a mutualistic relationship with the digger pangos, on which he makes a specific pitch with his speaker head to scare off the predator moth, which can't bear high-pitched noises. And in return, the Degangos give them shelter and food. And this brings us to the end of this video. Although lots of monsters have went extinct, lots of other monsters have thrived and evolved into various forms. And for now, goodbye. If you guys liked this video and want me to make another one but with another island, then like, subscribe and comment which island you want me to do next.